Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. So Michigan State's offense takes the field to start this game off. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys. Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense, and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along, getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grab behind the line. It's Pierce. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Feeling some heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're trying to get... They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Pierce. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Tripped up for the tackle. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State. The Wolverines applied a little extra sting, winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state, so much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. On the option. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he could not get loose on the run. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes a connection. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to the air one more time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner will be brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game. And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. We're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime. Offense getting set for first down. They'll open the second half with a run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to him again. At midfield, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He'll toss it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry is inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Spartans in the hurry up. On second down, he'll fire. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plaxico.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. A first down for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
The Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll throw it on first down. Skips away from pressure. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense gets set for second down. Right back to him on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. He'll pitch it. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. With jet sweep pass. Fakes his man out. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just maul them.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. And that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a stop. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. He's at the 40, the 20. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Release to the back. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. They'll line up to go for 2. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked off his feet.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent to them.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.